Can you hear me okay, Slavka? Oh, she's getting ready. So I'm also starting a new tradition that every Wednesday I'm going to be going live. So I have a little calendar too posted in Buy Me a Coffee. So like I said, I've got a little organized presentation that I'm going to walk you through, and I already have um, things on my screen ready to show you, like the Buy Me a Coffee and our beloved Facebook group, the Dragon Dream Soul Tribe Collective. So I'll share with you all of that. And then to wrap things up, I'll pull 3 cards from the Dragon Dreams Oracle. No gemstone readings. If you want to donate money just because you want to donate money, please do. But this is part of another tradition, me coming live on Wednesdays. And I hope to go live 1:30, but today we're live at 11 because things are happening fast, you know? So how are you doing, Slavka? I'm glad you made it.
Yeah, thank you, Gina. Can you hear me? Is that working out now? Perfect, because I was just, I had some technical issues at the beginning, but I'm glad that everything is okay right now. I'm so happy to see you again, Gina.
Yes, likewise. I know, and I look forward to hanging out in person sometime.
Oh yeah, hope we can make it sometime. When I'm back.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Make your way to Canada. You're all over the place. Come to Canada.
Yeah, but not in the winter.
In the winter, yeah. Summertime. Come in the summertime. Unless you want to go skiing or something like that. If folks out there who like the outdoor activities, skiing, ski-doing. Canada is a great place to enjoy those winter activities, making snow angels and whatnot, snow people. So let me
Oh
take you
yeah.
through my presentation.
Yes, please
Gonna
tell
start
us. Tell
on.
us about your conference and everything that, what you would like to share.
Oh, I'm really excited. In theory, this is going to screen share. Oh, I just have to click on it. Okay.
Yeah, I just love the lineup, that you have. Like the guys that are coming in, so it's like just awesome.
Oh, I'm excited that you're excited because this all happened so fast and I was feeling so scattered about it. But now, like I was saying, things have come together. So I'm going to do two
Yes.
presentations. One about the actual conference, and then another about Project 30 and basically what's going on. So, can you see my screen okay?
Yes, yes, it's working.
Thank you. All right. So, I can't see you, Dragon Dreamers, but yeah, that's okay. I'll see your lovely faces after. This is going to be the first ever story species, story medicine, the continuum of conscious evolution conference series. So there's going to be 4 each year online, and I'm very hopeful to have an in person every summer. That's going to be determined as the years go by, and I'll speak more to that in just a moment. Something I'd really like to highlight is the title, Promise of Spring. Each conference has a special title, Promise of Spring. You know, for a lot of us out there, winter can be harsh. The season of dreams can be very fantastic and also very foreboding, especially in the days before electricity and this business of the goddess Bridget and being a fire keeper and keeping that flame burning. And so there's always too much to say with me that this title, Promise of Spring, is in honor of all themes that I personally resonate with the goddess of Bridget and our ancient times connection to Pachamama Mother Earth. And the promise of spring is so important because every day it gets lighter. But this business of the promise of spring is that we know um, if we have spring, the next pattern to follow through is summer, and the abundance and the promise of spring is ultimately the promise of summer and the abundance that comes with it and the relief. So if you look on the left side, there's one star pre-conference fun. There's going to be live hangout with the virtual vendors. And I'll tell you about those folks in just a moment. So mark your calendars. Friday, March 13th. Then you want the Saturday for the actual conference, the 14th. And then we're going to have post-conference fun on the 15th. So on the 13th, it's going to be hanging out with the vendors. They're going to showcase their stuff. We're just going to talk. It's going to be very laid back. We might go for an hour or two. And also, I'm encouraging people to bring a candle. That way, the day of the conference, we're going to have a opening ceremony. And at the same time, I'm going to invite everybody to light their candle. So get a candle ready for March 14th. And if you want to get in on the candle carving, do so. And that's what we're going to be doing as part of our hangout on March 13th is just carving our candles. And I would absolutely adore if folks out there took a picture of their candle and posted it in the free Facebook group, the Dragon Dreams Soul Tribe Collective. You'll notice there's 4 pictures in the corner. I'll speak to those. It's all part of my organized presentation. I'm really looking forward to the actual day of the conference. It's going to be a great time. And then, of course, the post conference fun. It's going to be me, and I'll provide the link with the vendors and speakers, healers as well. I'm not sure if they're going to be joining me, but I will be live the day after the conference, just reflecting on all the hype and all the joy, all the learning. I'm really interested the day after the conference to screen share the free Facebook group, the Dragon Dream Soul Tribe Collective, because I really want to get that member engagement going. I've been having a lot of tech issues I know sometimes it's me, I'm the problem, but you know what? Sometimes there's something else going on. And so that something else I feel like is a barrier that I'm rising above. And recently I tried posting daily questions and it won't let me. So I feel excited about that. So please comment in the free Facebook group, the Dragon Dream Soul Tribe Collective. I'd love to see your pictures. This, by the way, is all through dreams, half remembered, half misunderstood. And this is all part of our co-dream, the dream ecosystem that we all belong to. And again, there's lots of platforms you can find me on, but the free Facebook group, the Dragon Dreams Soul Tribe Collective, that's a special space for you Dragon Dreamers to connect with each other. And then I cross post all the buy me a coffee on there. And if you're looking to connect with other Dragon Dreamers, that's the place. And I'll speak more to that shortly. So Project 30, ISIS Unity Consciousness, this is the umbrella term that I'm using. So when you hear me talk about Project 30, ISIS Unity Consciousness, all I'm talking about is all of my content and how it's merging together. This conference is one of many things that's merging together. So let me tell you more about the conference. You definitely want to save the dates. These dates, all but one of them, are written in stone. So we've got the Promise of Spring, Saturday, March 14th. That's coming fast. And the first one is always going to be free. The second one, Summer Days, that's also going to be online, June 13th. Dragon Destiny, this is the one that I'm not sure about. So stay tuned, keep donating, keep supporting the cause, because even if it's just a handful of us hanging out at a coffee shop, having conversation, I'm down for that. But the intention is to have an actual conference over the course of July 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th. So save that date, all right, for the in-person. No promises. I would like to have the in-person in London, Ontario, Canada. London has one of those airports. It's smaller and more manageable, and it's an international airport as well. So I'm aiming for that. All the other online are set in stone. So again, Promise of Spring, March 14th, Summer Days, June 13th, Falling Consciously, that's going to be September 19th, and Season of Dreams, Saturday, December 12th. They're all on Saturdays. So again, mark your calendars. The onlines are set in stone, and I'm really hopeful for the in-person. So what are people going to be talking about at the conference anyways? Well, conference to conference, it's going to range. I would really like to zone in on controlled remote viewing, bringing missing children and missing soldiers home. There's lots of information out there about Bigfoot stories and other interesting species. And when we talk about children missing or just people missing in general, we can't deny the similarities, right? So I don't have any controlled remote viewers for this conference, but there will be some, if not the next, in the future. So any of these topics, Darwinism to Lamarckism, what it means to live consciously, what it means when people are talking about the ancient future, secret programs, reliable, sustainable resources, things like sovereignty. Essentially, this is a place where people can speak freely. And this is what it means to be a medicine bearer. So it's not that long ago, and still in a lot of communities, people are literally canceled, cultured, snuffed right out. They can't even talk about any of this. And some of those stories are very fluffy, and some of them are quite serious. So I don't investigate any of the speakers because the foundation that I'm building is built on story medicine. So I'm not looking for scientific facts per se. I'm looking for people who are willing to show their real face, share their real names, and share a story that they have that's about them personally, that they're living and breathing or part of a community. And I have a strong belief that it's through our story medicine that we find healing. And this business of healing with the earth, healing with Pachamama and the elementals, for me, we heal with each other because each of us
Yes.
is a Pachamama in our own right. So I just love talking about this already. I'm spending too much time on each slide, but
No.
these are going to range like stone medicine, angels, ghosts, oracle. You're the God you've been waiting for. So now what, right? Abilities, strength and quality. Somebody to explain to us the difference between fragmentation and what it means to be multidimensional. Um, any of these topics and more. So if anybody out there is listening and you're like, oh, Gina, I'd really love to speak to Star Nations, for example, reach out to me because I've already got somebody plugged in for the next conference. So I'm really excited. I'll just move on to the slides now. One of our dragon vendors is Suze Gallagher, and I had the pleasure of chatting with Suze behind the scenes, and she's even sending me a copy of her book, The Little One Diaries. It's actually the 25th anniversary, more than 25 years now, and so it's a great thrill to have another oracle that I connect with. And what I love about Sue's book is like my Dragon Dreams oracle, it's like a deck of cards, right? But Sue devised hers in a way, it's presented in a way where you open the book and whatever page you land on, that's the special message for you. And alternatively, if you wanted to read it from beginning to end, you can do that as well. So her website is at the bottom, thelittlenonesdiaries.com. So go check it out. You don't have to wait for the conference to do that. And we're going to be highlighting Sue's the day before the conference. And so you can hang out live with us, ask Sue's questions, make sure to remind you about her book. And Sue's is also behind the scenes getting a candle ready. So I don't know if she's going to carve hers or not that night. I'm excited for the 13th. So
Yeah.
big welcome for Suze Gallagher, one of our virtual dragon vendors. We also have another dragon vendor, Michael Catling. Now, Michael, he's a 2-in-1. He's a dragon healer and a dragon vendor. So let's just talk about the vending piece first. So Michael Catling, he is an Elvis impersonator. So that's him on the left in the Elvis suit from 2007, really rocking it out. I love that picture of him.
Wow.
And then this is his everyday picture here.
It's
And
great.
so if you check out Michael's Facebook, recently he performed. He's always performing in his local community, and he even wrote a song, if memory serves me correctly. It's called, what is it called? Summer Kisses. I forget now. I don't have a good memory recall, but I was just listening to it before I came on here. So that's good to know. And Michael Catling also is a mechanical entrepreneur. And so I put a little thing here, repairing cars by day and healing hearts by night. So Michael's auto restoration and collision. I asked him about a website, but business is good. He's never had to have a website before. He said, if anybody wants to connect with him, you're free to email Michael Catling. You can email him about if you're in his local community, about restoration and collision for your automobiles. And if you were interested in hiring him as an Elvis impersonator, you can. And for what it's worth, everybody who's involved in this, including Michael Catling, is providing their services absolutely free. And as an energy exchange, I'm behind the scenes providing each of them one of my gemstone readings to find balance. And so everything just came together, and I really appreciate it. This is another picture of Michael Catling here. So as a healer, let me rewind for a moment. So when we're hanging out live the night before, Michael is going to be hanging out with us too. So you can ask him questions either about Elvis or his Michael's auto restoration and collision. And again, bring your candles and bring your questions. We're going to be live for about an hour or two. That's going to be the March 13th. Then on the actual conference day, Michael is going to be one of our dragon healers. So through the music of Elvis, Michael heals, and he just sings because he loves to sing, and it's through music that he found healing. Same with Sue Gallagher. She found healing through her own connections and writing experience. And so I thought that was very powerful. Initially, I wanted to have an entertainer, but I thought, well, you know what? Entertainment is in the healing category. And so I explained that to Michael, that to me, it's important that he has the title Dragon Healer and not Dragon Entertainer, because music is healing. So between presenters, there's going to be a break. We're not going to have a lunch period because it's online, and between each presenter, we're going to have a 20-minute break. So 15 minutes of that 20-minute break is reserved for Michael Catling to do his Elvis impersonator. And so if you like Elvis, you're in for a real treat. And I left it open to Michael. I told him you can sing one or two songs. If you want to do a little talking and then sing a song, all the power to you. So he knows how many breaks there are, and I'm excited to see what he's going to do with that. And also, let's say we have technical issues. All the presenters and healers behind the scenes are going that extra mile, absolutely free, and they're sending me a pre-recorded video. That way, nothing can stop us unless we actually have a big international power outage or something like that. So I feel really excited about this. And I also want to set precedents because, like I said, we're going to be doing this 4 times a year online with the intention of having a 5th conference every summer. And so the first one, the Promise of Spring, every year is always going to be free. We also have another dragon healer, Rick Gallagher. And you can see this beautiful picture of Rick on the left playing the singing bowls. He's got all kinds of bowls, different sizes. Some are made of different glass materials. Some are made of different metals. So he's going to be providing us with some sound healing. And I'm really looking forward to that. And if you wanted to check out some information on Rick, youareloved.com. You can find out all about him. He's got a huge billboard on the highway that says "You are loved," and there's no asking for money. It's not an advertisement. It's just a simple message: you are loved. And Rick and Suze, they're married, and that's their thing: you are loved. And I really resonated with that because I'm always telling people you matter. And they're going, you're loved. And so I thought, wow, it's not a coincidence that the universe brought us together. And they get messages all the time from people driving down the highway who, just, wow, you're loved. Simple message that means so much.
Beautiful. Absolutely
We've
beautiful.
got dragon speakers. So we've got Michael Kopp. He is a paranormal investigator, host of Riding Through the Unknown, and author. Michael also hosts another show. There's much to be said about Michael, but hey, I had to keep it short. So everybody that is presenting at the conference, please make sure you check out their websites, the healers and vendors as well. Show them some love. We've got another dragon speaker, Brian Rue. Brian is a Buddhist teacher, host of Vancouver UFO and Preparing for Contact. Brian is also the visionary and dean of University Galacticus and author. Brian, he's got all kinds of things about him as well, and it was my pleasure helping Brian volunteer in the early stages of University Galacticus, thinking of things like a mission statement, how this is even going to unfold, what it could look like and sound like. So there's much to be said. And at the conference, I'll be providing a formal biography of each person. Chris Latour, he was recently on Story Species, Story Medicine, Extra Strength. Who is Chris? Chris is a secret soldier program survivor, truth seeker of deep introspection, and author. I really enjoyed chatting it up with Chris yesterday, and I wasn't sure what to label him as. So I thought truth seeker of deep introspection was really fitting because he's on his own mission to find answers about him. And this focus is on healing. I find a lot of folks are stuck in their trauma and they come from a place of anger. And so it was important for me to have somebody exactly like Chris Latier as a speaker because he's very hopeful, and that hopeful message was very clear yesterday on Story Species, Story Medicine. And his book was actually banned from Amazon, and you can purchase a copy. So make sure you check out Chris. I've got his link there. And the book is really great. Yesterday I read some of it too. So again, check out Story Species, Story Medicine, Extra Strength. Okay. Another speaker we've got, Alex Lipton. Alex was also recently on Story Species, Story Medicine. And the intention is that everybody who's presenting at the conference, doesn't matter if they're a healer, vendor, or speaker, that at some point in time, they're going to be on Story Species, Story Medicine. So who is Alex? Alex, he's an esoteric investigator, host of Imaginal Cells and Cultural Creatives, host of Dreaming with Gemstone Gina, and author. And of course, there's much more to say about Alex, and I'm looking forward to providing a formal biography on the actual conference day. We've got another Super Soldier Program insider, multidimensional bridge, and author, John Whitberg. And I'm really thankful to have John because I wasn't anticipating having two folks from Secret Soldier programs. So something that I didn't know about John was he's like Chris. He is very assertive about how these programs are not about over glorifying violence. They're not about trying to be cool. It's about people like John who have an experience, whether it's from this life or a past life, and they have stories that are worth sharing. Why? Because it bridges others together. And so the fact that this is transforming traumas into treasure, transforming the hope and the dreams and the moving forward with conviction and confidence in your own vulnerability, being certain of your uncertainty. I see that in John. And so it's a real delight to have him as a speaker at our conference. And of course, yours truly, Gina Virginia Casella, I will be speaking at the conference as well. Those of you who don't know me, I am the one behind the Dragon Dreams Soul Tribe Collective. So I'm the Dragon Dreams visionary, master energy medicine practitioner, rapid transformational therapist, and hypnotherapist practitioner. I'm also a clinical hypnotherapist, oracle, and author. There's too much to say about everybody, right? I was also a public school teacher for 20 years. And I find it interesting, not only myself, but as my life alchemizes, how my biography changes and slightly changes. And so it brings me a lot of joy how together as a community, we're going to keep growing and see this alchemy, right? So I'm very excited about that. We also have Julia Anchorhaven, one of our delightful dragon monitors. Julia pretty much monitors everything that I do. If she's available, she's behind the scenes in the chat helping to monitor. And nobody else has stepped forward thus far. And so I was dealing with a lot of trolls. And in the short time that I've known Julia, it's really smoothed right out. So for me, that's a good sign. And also just the Eagle Condor medicine, being in right relationship. And I didn't want to, overstep, but I thought I'd throw it out there. And I asked Julia if she was available on the 13th, 14th, and 15th for the whole beginning, middle, end of everything. And she was like, yeah, no problem. And so I really am thankful for that. And if anybody's interested in helping Julia monitor reach out to me if you're interested in helping me create promos and ads. That would put you on the Dragon Dreams executive committee. And I need a lot of help. Right now, it's just me and Julia behind the scenes monitoring. Again, these are the dates. If you want to pause your video right now to note them or whatever, March 14th, that's the promise of spring. It's free. The first one's always going to be free. This symbol here is the symbol to look out for. So you can follow me on Buy Me a Coffee, which I'll show you in a moment. I lovingly invite you to join the free Facebook group, the Dragon Dreams Soul Tribe Collective. Your soul tribe waits for you. That's your space, Dragon Dreamers, to connect with each other. I have been having technical issues. I used to post a daily question. Every Monday, it's the same question, so you don't have to feel overwhelmed if you miss it or whatever. And I like posting the same question all the time because your thinking and alchemy, your perspective might shift as others are answering. So every day of the week, there's a different question, and weekly those questions are repeated. And I'm struggling to do that. I don't know what is going on, but I feel encouraged, and that's why I want to extra lovingly invite you to get in there, the free Facebook group, the Dragon Dream Soul Tribe Collective, because I work with pull energy. So if you're feeling the pull, go on there and connect, and don't wait for me to post questions. Just start posting about your dream journal, interesting dreams you've had. And I lovingly always invite Dragon Dreamers to share a 1 to 3 minute video of you doing whatever it is you do. Maybe you wake up in the morning and you pull a tarot card. Take pictures, make a little video about that. Would love to see how you celebrate your spiritual autonomy. It wasn't that long ago, and still today for a lot of communities, you're not allowed to do that, right? So on my YouTube channel, there's lots of free content. Most of my content is free. And of course, you can register for a private membership on my Buy Me a Coffee. So again, please save the date for Promise of Spring, March 14th. We have a phenomenal lineup of Dragon presenters presenting on their own personal stories. So I'm looking forward to those presenters. We have phenomenal Dragon healers lined up. We're going to be listening to Rick Gallagher play the singing healing bowls. We've got Michael Catling, who's going to be providing healing through the music of Elvis Presley. And then, of course, it's going to kick off the night before, which is 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Because I'm such an early bird, right? Hanging out with amazing virtual vendors, Sue Gallagher and Michael Catling again as a vendor. So what I want to do now is show you the actual Facebook group and all that I've been talking about. So this is the Buy Me a Coffee. And if you're not familiar with Buy Me a Coffee, you can click on membership. And this is the important one here. The one on the left, the Collective Project 30 ISIS Unity Consciousness. There wasn't enough room for consciousness. Right now, it's only $9 a month. So if you want to support me and my cause, you just register. I get your $9 a month. And there's a couple of bonuses you can look forward to. So when you support me for $9 a month, it helps to cover my personal time, administration fees, things like Canvas, what I can create posters, my personal time to get together, Story Species, Story Medicine. And then as a little thank you, I provide a bonus. Bonus number 1, Dreaming with Gemstone Gina, collective mini new moon wisdom reading video. So recently there was a special video that went out, and it was just for folks who are in this paid membership. So you get to get in on that kind of stuff. And during the full moon, if you look at bonus number 2, collective mini full moon dragon illuminous video. So I pull 3 cards from the Dragon Dreams Oracle. And again, this is something that it's a link that's only shared with members who belong to this. And of course, bonus number 3, feel good vibes from your support, right? And then bonus number 4 and 5 are new. So March 1st, the $9 fee is going to be increasing. So if you're interested in showing your monthly support, show your monthly support now, because when prices do go up, they always stay the same for current paying members. So March 1st, prices are going to increase. But if you're already paying the $9 a month, then you just keep paying that $9 a month forever and ever and ever, unless I close this program. So the first conference, like I was saying, is always going to be free. The others you have to pay for. Now, what are those going to cost? I'm not sure yet, but they will be affordable. Bonus number 4 is going to include a live link to the online conferences. There's going to be 4 each year. So you just default to getting the link if you're part of this membership. So I think it's a real steal of a deal. I shouldn't think, I feel strongly it's a real steal of a deal. And like I said, when prices go up, they stay the same for current paying members. And so essentially, if you pay $9 today and register for this membership, well, you just paid $9 for 4 online conferences, plus you get bonus number 1 and 2. My intention is not to try and sell myself. It's just, this is the new hype right now for the Dragon Dream Soul Tribe Collective. And of course, bonus number 5, I'd like us to get together, because I'm transforming my books and everything that I do into a movie series. And so I thought, hey, it would be cool, paying members of the ISIS Unity Consciousness Project 30 Collective here, that we watch the movies free. And so I could send out a Zoom link or whatever just for folks who are a part of this. And this group, this membership, it distinguishes us, because the free Facebook group is free. I provide ample free content, but when you're a paying member, to me, that really means a lot. And I never want to take it for granted. And I know that, you know what, having a monthly membership is affordable and more appealing, because it just comes out of your bank account monthly, as opposed to seasonally worrying about saving money. So if this appeals to you, I lovingly encourage you to get in on this membership now for $9 a month. The Collective Project 30 ISIS Unity Consciousness. Next month, the price is going up. It's still going to be a great deal, but come on, folks, for $9, you're getting 4 online conferences, right? All these other links, that's me. I offer private services. So if you wanted to get in on mind reprogramming, if you need me to clear intrusive entities, I can help you out with that, no problem. Soul retrieval, you just have to make the commitment and register. And when those prices go up, they stay the same for current paying members. These prices won't be increasing next month. It's just the collective. And I did put a little note on there too, just to give folks a head up. And also price increase March 1st, 2026. And for what it's worth, it's free to follow me on Buy Me a Coffee. So when you follow me for free on Buy Me a Coffee, well, then you just default to getting all this information. So behind the scenes, I've been talking about the price going up and getting in on it now. Behind the scenes, I've been talking about the candle carving, right? So you want to get in on this. The free Facebook group, the Dragon Dreams Soul Tribe Collective, this is what it looks like. And I cross post a lot on here, but I don't want to be annoying. So I just cross post Buy Me a Coffee, and folks who are on Story Species, Story Medicine. I crossed a little bit on there, but I would really like to increase the member engagement. Take a picture of your dream journal, whatever it is. This here, my YouTube channel, everything on here is free. Make sure you check out the playlists. In theory, I'm organized. So the conferences, there's a playlist just for that. Dreaming with Gemstone Gina, I read directly from my books, so you can enjoy that. I give tips and tricks how to dream journal. I was offering a paid program at one time, a Conscious Evolution mini series. So check those out. Also, if you're not familiar with YouTube, you might want to click on the live, because when you click on the live, it shows you only the live content. And also, if you're not familiar with YouTube, you might want to click on shorts, because if I post a video that's like a minute or less, it defaults to being a short. And most of the StreamYard, all these images here that you see, transforms it into a short. So if you wanted a quick at glance look, that's the way to do it. What else do I want to show you? Oh, this is my website, ginavirginiacasella.com. One website to rule them all, but honestly, it's the Buy Me a Coffee that you want to make sure that you're following me for free or subscribing with a membership. So all that information is here. And I am updating my merchandise as well. And you'll also see on the free Facebook or the YouTube channel, there's a playlist, because when I advertise myself on Facebook and whatnot, there's opportunity to have music for free. So I've been taking advantage of that opportunity, and to show appreciation, I made it a point to have a Spotify playlist and also a YouTube playlist. So make sure you show the artists some love, like their videos. And I do want to tell you about the conference I just finished telling you about the conference, but now I'd like to switch gears and tell you about Project 30 and what the hell that even is. So before I do that, Slavka, is there anything that you feel needs to be clarified about the conference, March 14th, Promise of Spring?
I'm just so excited, Gina. Everything you explained it perfectly. I can feel like you're putting the maximum into that, and I just I'm basically almost like speechless, because I'm so excited. Yeah, I know actually. I'm in touch with Chris, so I'm just looking forward, and for all that they will share these stories, because I'm particularly interested in as well in these SSP stuff. But it's not only about that; it's about many other stuff. It's about really gathering and sharing and getting it out, and it's really like word. So I feel just so grateful that I can have you on, with me today, and then we just talk about it, and so it's great thing. So would be awesome if you send me the link, so I can just put it below the video in the description, so it's easier. Also the lineup, like with the dates and with their websites and stuff like that. So that would be great as well. Yeah. So yeah.
I have 2 promo videos that are on my YouTube. So I'll put those. Actually, why don't I just put it on screen share for a moment here? And um, and I would like Slavka to be a presenter as well. Things happened so fast, I didn't even have an opportunity to ask you. But like those of you who are not familiar with Slavka, she's got all kinds of information to share on just ancient Egypt and her travels that she takes and her own spiritual autonomy. And so, um, you know, I don't want to drop any names, but I reached out to other people too behind the scenes, and they're like, "What? Huh? You're having a conference?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And they're like, "I'll totally speak at your conference." But I'm like, "Well, actually, you have to wait till the next one because this one's already full." So like there is serious flow and fluidity. But let me put it on screen share again here. What am I doing? Okay, I don't want to invite somebody into this screen share. Where are you? Okay, screen share. Let's go back to the YouTube. So here's the YouTube, and if I go to playlists and go to the conference now. Conference has a big title, okay? So I'm just calling it the conference.
Yeah,
And if you go
it's
to
the conference.
there's I've got multiple videos because I know people have different attention spans and whatnot. So there's three mini videos. One is dedicated just to the healers. One is dedicated just for the virtual vendors. One is dedicated just for the presenters. And then this is the long version here, which maybe I'll just play now. And the song is called Pollinators, and that's all part of Promise of Spring, because that's when the pollinators start to come. And my intention is that I use the song Pollinators every year. So when people hear the music, they're like, oh, Promise of Spring. So
Yes.
let me just play it now, and I'll copy and paste the link too. On screen share. Sorry, I shouldn't do that while it's playing. Okay, let me restart it just for the sake of okay.
Yeah.
Oh, can you not hear it?
No. On my end, no, but if the audience
Oh,
can hear it,
let me check here.
yeah, let us please know if you can hear the song. I love the name of it, Pollinators. So this is it's a real deal, Gina. I love it.
Yeah, I don't know why the music's not playing though. Okay, well, you know what? That's okay. I'm going to put the link um, in the chat. Well, you know what? That's okay. I'm going to put the link in the chat. Okay, and this is what I mean. Like sometimes I'm having tech issues that don't make any sense. Like I know when I'm live on StreamYard, sometimes I can't hear the YouTube video, but when I check my cell phone, I can hear it, and I couldn't hear it this time. So, anyways, folks, check out my video outside of this StreamYard so that you can hear it. And yeah, so I'm really, really excited about March 14th, and it's going to be a phenomenal time. And now I just want to quickly screen share with you Project 30 and what that even is. And I'm really thankful for your time today, Slavka, and for everyone tuning in, because I'm sure others out there can relate. But when you're doing something for the first time, it takes time. It takes time to
Yes.
explain yourself. It takes time behind the scenes just to figure it out. And there's a lot of folks out there who have no idea who I am or what I'm talking about. And so as I promote myself, I don't have to give such a big long introduction. I don't have to take the time to show you my Facebook group and this and that anymore. So I look forward to those days, which are here. They're here. So let me show you my screen share now. Screen
Yeah.
share.
Yeah, please share it with us. And of course, you are someone, the Gina, with the conference. Yes, it's very important.
Yes. The visionary, something I never thought I would uh, refer to myself as. Okay, can you see the screen okay? All right, so,
Not yet.
oh, Aka, did I lose you? Okay, no. All right, so Project 30 ISIS Unity Consciousness. What the hell is this, right? I keep talking about it. Well, basically, I do a lot of things, right? I offer services that are paid, and then I do a lot of volunteering on the side and sharing all my content. Basically, all of my content is merging together. Movies are being made, as I mentioned. And initially, I was just doing this for me. And very quickly, I realized this is about everybody. And Project 30 is something in my dream life that comes up. And so now I'm bridging my dream world with the waking world and manifesting Project 30. There's much to be said about ISIS unity consciousness. ISIS is the singular I, like I am, right? But I am is actually plural because I'm you and you're me, and it it's really poor English, like to be like we is. So we just say I's is. Well, ISIS is really bad English too. So I'm going with ISIS, but if you want to get technical, it's I apostrophe S, I's, and then is, because I'm the unity consciousness and so are you. And the we is the I. So we I's. And
Mm.
this is the now. And every moment that goes by, we're in a state of ing, we ing, like we're co-dream-ing. Every
Yes.
moment unfolding is an ing. So I have to do a presentation just on this in itself. The
Yeah.
unity consciousness. That's what we're going with for the umbrella term. And the Venn diagram is very important to me. Two circles coming together to create a common ground in the middle. And also, if you look at the Venn diagram, depending on the angle, it could look like you're looking through an eclipse, like you can see the other one behind it. It could look like tunnel vision. You might not see that other circle. It could look like a cylinder. And there's also like an imaginary rectangle around it to create that shape. So, like I said, I could do a presentation just on this alone. And also for me, working with esoteric themes, insects, and using the famous beetle example, ladybug, any kind of insect that has two wings, that's in a circular type shape. The left wing comes up, the right wing comes up. That's your Venn diagram. And when the wings go down, they create like a shared space. So this to me is driving us forward. And what's driving me forward right now is all of us and this unity, this oneness. This is all through dreams, half remembered and half misunderstood. So if you want me to explain anything, forget it. I'll do my best. But I don't watch scary movies. And when I'm having my interesting dreams and experiences, and then other folks are talking, it's uncanny some of the similarities. And, I used to feel a bit shy because when I was a kid, two angels came out of my wall. I ended up in the special education classroom because connected the experience caused me to be. And that's another story in on itself. And that's why it's through these dreams, half remembered, half misunderstood, that I'm not holding back anymore. I don't care if I understand or not. I'm radically accepting that there's fuckery out there, and I'm part of that, whether I mean to be or not. And this is how I'm taking charge of my life to live consciously. So you're all loved and
Yes.
invited to be a part of that. And for what it's worth, I don't know about Slavka's audience, but my audience, wow, do we have a range? So there's a need for mentorship and the passing down of the torch, the continuum of learning. That's why the conference series is called The Continuum of Conscious Evolution. It was initially a lot longer of a title because I did have education in there, but um, this is what it's all about. It's about all of us. And so, what am I doing? I'm bringing the realms together, bridging the dreams, bridging the magic and mystery. I can't do it alone. That's where the collective comes into play. Finding truth and facing shadows, not easy. We talk about uh, spiritual awakenings, which I've come to learn and appreciate that really that means when your life is really down in the dumps, and just when you thought hell's broken loose, your life is completely, the carpet slipped right out under you. And there's a famous quote. I don't know the person who invented this quote, but if you don't make time for your health and wellness, you'll be forced to. So a lot of dragon dreamers, they're forced to. And that was the road I was walking. And so I get hypersensitive about, um, like, I want to help people. But as a healer, I learned through my shamanic training and also through the hypnotherapy training that I can only work with pull energy. So there's a lot of dragon dreamers that they're not ready to heal. They're very angry, or they haven't even had like a spiritual crisis. And it's like, wow, when that day comes, hey, they've got a community that they can fall back on. And having community is imperative. There's also a lot of dragon dreamers who they're like me. They went through shitty times, they took charge of their lives. Is life perfect? No, but it's better and it's getting better. Why? Because when you live consciously, you die consciously. When you fall less hard. When you get back up, it's easier to get back up. It never means your life is perfect. And in truth, that is perfection, living consciously and having the options and the flexibility. This business of epigenetics and the world that we have no control over other than ourselves. So much to be said. And this to me is the phoenix rising. Those of you familiar with me, some of the dragon dreamers are very experienced. They do energy medicine practitioner work. And I'm excited because, like I mentioned, there's a need for mentorship. I was a teacher for 20 years, so I feel I just, carrying my own high quality items forward, I have a desire to initiate a buddy system. But again, working with pull energy only. So my intention is just to put stuff out there and bring folks in when they feel that they're ready to come and join us. So there's a lot of dragon dreamers that are very peaceful, calm, ease. Then there's the dragon
Yes.
dreamers that are very angry. They're full of trauma. They're not there yet. That's okay. But again, when they're ready to face their shadows and transform trauma into treasures, what a relief to know that they're going to have this community waiting for them. And telling things like ghost stories, or even saying like, two angels came out of my wall. That's very whatever for me these days. But I'm telling you, back when I was in grade 2, that was not cool to talk like that, and really shut me down. And I have to remind everyone that, we are everything and we're no thing simultaneously. Your Akashic record, you're not bound to anything. Your past never defines you. And a lot of us have past lives that we're haunted by. We're haunted by the subconscious programming. So now I'm just getting passionate. And again, because I'm new to a lot of folks out there and doing something new for the first time, it takes time. And I'm really grateful. I never want to take it for granted. Always working with pull energy, pulling in folks who resonate. And that's the power of Soul Tribe. So if you're like, huh, I think that girl's talking about me, then you're part of the Soul Tribe. or you might be like, wait a minute, I think that girl's talking about me, but I really don't like her. That means that you haven't had your spiritual awakening yet. It could also mean that what I'm saying is true about transforming trauma into treasures. And if you're not in a place to learn, you don't want to hear about stuff like that. I get it. I totally get it. The Dragon Dream Soul Tribe Collective, every month, we've got things to look forward to. This is our monthly dream ecosystem. So every Tuesday, I go live, absolutely free. Story species, story medicine, extra strength. Each Wednesday, I'll be going live. My intention is to do it at the same time. And if I'm not live, then please invite me to be on your show, because I was reaching out to people so that they could host me regularly. It was getting complicated. I get it. People have schedules, you know. So I said to myself, I'm just going to go live every Wednesday at the same time. And if somebody's available to host me, great. So if you want to be that somebody, reach out. And as an energy exchange, I'll pull 3 cards from the Dragon Dreams Oracle, which I'll do shortly. The last Friday of every month, Dreaming with Gemstone Gina. So if you wanted to book a private membership with me and get all of the attention on Buy Me a Coffee, that's where I sit down with you and you get the one-on-one attention. We can do one of my gemstone readings, the full dose you'll get. I can test you for intrusive entities, provide you with healing. That's fantastic. But if you just want to come and hang out for free and tune in watching others, you can do that the last Friday of every month. But what's special about the last Friday of every month, Dreaming with Gemstone Gina Monthly Marathon, is this is going to help drive money to put towards the conference and whatnot, to put it towards my personal time. I basically am defaulting to becoming an administrator. So I require a salary to do that. And this is going to help pay for my living expenses. It's all rooted in the name of Project 30 Isis Unity Consciousness. And that's in the name of honoring the Dragon Dream Soul Tribe Collective. As mentioned before, there's the Buy Me a Coffee. You can pay $9 a month right now. It will be going up next month. But for $9 a month, you get in on those bonuses, right? And one of the bonuses is when I do Dreaming with Gemstone Gina, the last Friday of the month, I'll be doing a reading for the collective in that paid membership. So that's something to look forward to. And then by donation, wait till I'm live the last Friday of the month, but by donation on Buy Me a Coffee, I'll be doing mini gemstone readings. Alex Lipton's going to be hosting me. Julia will be in the chat. You definitely want to mark your calendars and plan ahead. As mentioned, the last line here, seasonally, there's going to be 4 online conferences to look forward to. And I'm really hopeful for that 5th one. Each year, it's going to be pending annually. And as I mentioned, the Buy Me a Coffee, if you subscribe to that monthly membership, then you default to getting in on a link for those conferences. The first conference is always free. The other ones you have to pay for. But if you're part of that monthly membership, you don't have to pay for them. It's just part of your monthly contribution to me and supporting the greater good. And don't forget those feel good vibes too that you get. Story Species, Story Medicine, extra strength is very important. So I want to encourage everyone out there, even if you catch the replay, share your comments in the comments. I love receiving them. And you can also go to the free Facebook group, the Dragon Dream Soul Tribe Collective, and get in on sharing out with others in there. So what is this anyways? It's for published authors, illustrators, and various artists alike to share their story medicine. So if you have a dance to represent an experience that you had, an interesting dream, and you don't know how to put words to it, you don't know how to draw a picture, but you have a dance to it, then that includes you as well. Because going back to my comment earlier with Michael Catling doing the Elvis impersonators, music is very much part of healing, and so are the arts. Yes. And as a public school teacher, one of the first things that they cut back are the arts. Why? Well, because in my opinion, that's one of the most powerful things that drive our creativity. Folks who are power and control hungry don't like that. So Story Species, Story Medicine, ideally you're published and you show your real face, and that's the power. I don't investigate my guests or their story because I'm after the medicine. I'm not after like scientific research. It's about the person and sharing that story and relating. Anybody who's a guest on Story Species, Story Medicine will be highlighted in a book called Medicine Bearers. So I'm going to summarize each episode into a chapter and then whoever's on the show 2026, you can buy the book 2027. The book will be affordable. The authors, guests on my show, they don't make any money. It's just in case somebody would like to have a hard copy and another way to support me and the greater good. So I'm really looking forward to that, especially folks like Chris Latier, whose book was banned from Amazon. It'll be interesting because Amazon publishes my books, and I feel that it shouldn't be a problem to summarize a show in such a way, presented in a chapter in the story species, story medicine, medicine bearers, where folks like Chris can share his story in a published way. And before you become a medicine bearer, you are a wisdom keeper. And there's much to be said about that. Like, this is the confused warrior syndrome. People who are confused and angry and not sure, it's because life isn't making sense. You're supposed to fight for what you believe in. You're supposed to stand up for the little guy. But the confused warrior learns that in order to stay safe, don't rock the boat, don't speak up. That's very confusing and traumatic. So you learn to stay quiet, and you become a medicine bearer when you actually can share that wisdom, when you can share your story safely. So this show 20 years ago would have been very radical. And there's a lot of folks out there who still find it to be radical. And my intention is to normalize it, because the paranormal is very normal. The supernatural is very natural. And there's nothing strange about high strangeness other than the fact that we find it to be bizarre. So, as mentioned, Dreaming with Gemstone Gina, this is another way to help fundraise this. So if you want to send me money just because you want to send me money, please do. It is greatly appreciated. Easy to do that on Buy Me a Coffee. If you want to get in on a monthly donation, the Buy Me a Coffee membership, the collective, that's great for you to do that, especially now before the price increases. And if you would like to receive a mini gemstone reading by yours truly on the last Friday of the month, wait until I'm live, and then you get to get in on that. So it's really exciting. And also the Dragon Dreams Oracle, you can purchase that now, and any money that I make, of course, goes into my pocket. And so I'm very thankful. Anybody out there who purchases the Dragon Dreams Oracle, it's not just for anyone. I realize that. And I look forward to the day I'm clicking around, YouTube or Facebook, and what? Somebody's providing oracle readings using my deck. Wow, that's going to be an amazing day. And if anybody out there does purchase the Dragon Dreams Oracle, send me a message, because when I'm doing Dreaming with Gemstone Gina, I could do, the gemstone part, and then you could pull a card from your Dragon Dreams Oracle, something like that. I would absolutely adore to be on board. Or if you're hosting your own show and you're pulling cards from the Dragon Dream Oracle and you want me to be a guest and just observe, watch it all go down, that is like, I'm getting goosebumps on my legs right now. I can feel it, little tingliness in the upper body. This to me is just, I never thought I would do this, right? I also have books for sale. There's 8 that are available. So you can purchase your own. If you want to listen to me read for free, you can do that on my YouTube channel. And Project 30, Isis Unity Consciousness, it's about all of us. It's about all of this content that I'm talking about. Even me being on Slavka's show, this is part of the movies, us sitting down, promoting the conference. So I'm really excited. And I wanted to reiterate Promise of Spring, March 14th, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. It's online, it's free. Make sure you mark your calendars, and don't forget about the pre-conference fun, live hangout with the virtual vendors, Friday, March 13th, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And of course, after the conference, we're going to be hanging out again, reflecting it all. So get yourselves a candle ready. If you're not able to hang out with us on the pre-conference, carve it anyways. Take a picture and show it to us on the Facebook group. I'm really excited. And I know this is a lot of information overload. And so I look forward to the familiarity that's going to be coming. um, I volunteer so much of my time. I just wanted to remind you that if you wanted to book a paid session with me for energy medicine, you can. I'm a master energy medicine practitioner. It's really exciting because I didn't realize I was going to be graduating with the master title. I took it because it came from the heart. I don't feel the need to update my business card. And also, I do rapid transformational therapy, hypnotherapy. So anchor yourself with me, folks. You never have to worry, like, oh, Gina, I don't know. Like, if I book a session with you, what about if, I want to book for soul retrieval, but then when you see me, you tell me I need this instead. And it's like, you don't have to worry about any of that. You just book with me, we meet, pull out the Gnome King's gemstones, do an assessment, test out your energy. And I can guarantee anybody who books with me needs to see me for a minimum of 3 months to 24 months, because you're going to need a default of at least 3 months with me. The mind can only focus on one presenting problem at a time. So something that's really interesting is this is where it all started with me and my own healing journey. I had a severe panic attack, moving on from that, becoming a hypnotherapist, acquiring the energy medicine practitioner licensing, also transforming my uh, dream journals into the Oracle, which was way too much information overload. That's what gave birth to the book series. And now it's available to the public. But what's hilarious in the book series, it's predicted that this service that I offer is basically going to be something that I offered behind the scenes to the presenters and whatnot who are part of the behind the scenes of Project 30. And I didn't understand that, but now I'm understanding, like, okay. So this is really exciting. So isn't that interesting that even in my teaching career, the volunteer stuff always gets the attention and the paid position stuff doesn't get as much attention? And why? Because the volunteer is what's driving the community. So there's just so much synchronicity. Again, there's some repeat slides here. Get in on the Facebook group, buy me a coffee, support the cause. There's always so much to say. And I look forward to coming on Slavka's show again and not taking so much time, because the audience will be familiar with me. And just noticing Julia in the chat. Hi, Julia. I mentioned you earlier. If your ears are burning, and I showed a slide of you. I don't know if you saw that. So, Slavka, did that make sense? That was a lot of information.
Yeah, it was a lot of information. So yeah, please send me, and so I can put it to the description of the video, so people can find it. That's going to be great. And yes, it was very exhaustive information about the conference. I'm just so excited, as just you are, because it's going to be awesome. I'm pretty sure. So now, if you want, we can pull some cards. What do you think? Or you would like to say something else before we do that?
So I'm just going to pull 3 cards for the collective. If anybody wants to send me money on Buy Me a Coffee, you can. This is an energy exchange for Slavka. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of my background just so you can see the cards. Okay. What am I doing here? Media assets.
So, and by the way, yes, Gina, if you want, we can actually set up another live just for readings. Whatever feels like okay for you, I'm up.
Yeah, I mean, when I do live readings, it's just for the Dragon Dreams Oracle, because the last Friday of the month is to get everybody their but we could do that too. I'm open. Like I said, in the name of fundraising money for the collective, I'm open to do that. Okay, I'm just brain farting it out here now. I want to remove my background. Why is it not letting me do that? Okay. Oh, here, visual effects. None. All right. My bed is made. And let me bring this down here. So everybody, and I'll put my dream scarf on, pick a number, 1, 2, or 3. Every card, oh, can you hear me okay? Okay, yep.
Yes.
So pick a card, 1, 2, or 3. All 3 cards relate to everybody, but the one that you pick is like extra relating to you. Let me just, there we go. Some blanks in there. Okay, so I'm going to pull 3 cards.
Mm-hmm.
And I know folks can't see my face. That's okay. Just so you can see the cards here.
Okay. Let's just remind that those are Dragon Oracle cards. So, yeah.
Okay, this first card, this one here, this is a message from the earth.
Yes.
I can't see it.
No surprise, no surprise. Messages from the earth. It's coming very often now. It's calling.
This one is about reaching out. So those of you who chose card number 1, in your dream life, or when you're walking down the street and you see a bird or a cat, and there's like something that's not a regular bird, it's not a regular cat, that's what this card's reminding you of. It's reminding you of that synchronicity. So when we have spiritual experiences, we often are waiting for like a big power animal, like a wolf or a bear or a tiger. Well, don't forget about the little guys, because the best place to hide is in plain sight. And in our dreams, that applies as well. So having somebody like a cat in your dream could be presenting. Even seemingly random elements, such as a cat, can carry significant importance in dreams and shouldn't be dismissed as mere coincidence.
Yes,
that was
absolutely.
Card number 1. From the earth,
Yes.
Again, it applies to everybody, but especially if you chose card number 1. All right, card number 2. Whoa, and my thumb wants this one. Where? Okay, one of these. Yeah, this one here. Okay, my eyes are open. And this one is free will. It's coming, a message from free will.
Wow.
Owl medicine. Okay, so I'll hold the card like that. Owl medicine, those of you who chose card number 2, this card is reminding you about how the truth hurts. We call that owl medicine. When you face the truth, you find information about yourself and others that it's like a full disclosure. Once you know the information, you can't deny it anymore. And it sucks. And this is reminding you that as much as the truth hurts, it does help us move forward. And you want to live an honest life. So you want to walk that beauty prayer with conviction. As much as the truth can hurt, it does help us move forward in our alchemy. And this picture is a picture of me in a boat with the Grim Reaper, and we're collecting the souls. Each island is like a universe, and there's one island and it has all these owls on a tree, and they just hang out there because when you're ready to face the truth, That's the island that you can go to, and they know it's not good news, but they're there. Yeah, so and it's interesting that that message came from free will. So it's your free will to face that truth, right? All right, I'm gonna pick
Absolutely.
one more.
Card number 3.
Wow, wow. Okay, this one here. Earth, the air, the fire, the water. This one's from the water. Card number 3. Oh, the blue beings. I haven't seen these folks in a while. The blue beings, they scared me a little bit when I first met with them because the blue beings, they help you transform fear into fearlessness. So, can you see this okay? Looks like a little
Yeah.
blue man guy. So, the blue beings, if anybody out there is feeling fear, financial fear, fear, physical fear that you might be having, social, emotional fear, any kind of fear that you're having, you just give it to them. Now, I know that sounds easy. How do you give it to them? Well, you think about the color blue. Write with a blue crayon, blue marker, blue pen. Um, Look at the blue sky. Find something that's blue and connect with it. There you go. And they're part of that blue spectrum. And they're like egregores. They need to eat and they eat fear. So give them your fear and they gobble it up and then they transform it into fearlessness. And as an energy exchange, they give it back to you. And what do they give you back? Fearlessness. So when I was having like interesting dreams and whatnot, these blue beings kept like appearing to me. And I thought, okay, like, is the Blue Man Group in town? Like, why do I keep thinking about these blue people, right? And they wanted to collect from me. And I was a bit freaked out. Like, what do you want to collect from me? And they told me, like, we're here to collect your fears. You haven't been feeding us. And I'm like, oh, I was not aware that I was feeding you in the past. But apparently I have a relationship with these folks, and now you do too. So those are the
Yes.
3 cards from today.
Yeah, blue is color of the transmutation. So yeah, healing color as well. Amazing.
There was card number 2. And then card number 3. And anybody out there listening, if you wanted to host me on a Wednesday like Slavka did today, then I could be pulling 3 cards for you and your collective next time. So reach out to me. I love doing this. It's one of my favorite things to do. And if you have an interesting dream or this resonates with you, again, the free Facebook group, the Dragon Dream Soul Tribe Collective, that's a great place to put it. Draw a picture of your dream journal. Let me know how this resonated with you. Whatever you're feeling comfortable to share, I really would genuinely love to hear it.
Just
I don't have
amazing.
anything else to add. I'm just wondering, any final thoughts from you, Slavka?
I just enjoy this live a lot because you shared like so many information, so much information about about the stuff that is going on and that is actually there brewing and preparing, that are you up to. So yes, I can feel there's a lot of potential because I actually, while you were doing the reading, I related the most with the card number 3. I don't know why, but intuitively and with everything, number 3. So yeah, I pulled as well some runes, and they're actually very positive. So it's like about these 3. So they are like Soio, which is actually sun. It's happiness, it's joy, it's sun. It's very powerful. Then it's Urus, which is actually also potential, courage, determination. That's what I feel today from you. And this one is Bunjo. And that one is also about joy. So, and about focus. So you see, all of these three actually describe perfectly like the vibe that you're actually sharing, today. So it's a lot of joy, a lot of focus, and a lot of potential. Look, so this is like also the message for the collective, like how it can be, what can be done in general. So use your potential, your determination, focus on the goal, which is in this case conference and other activities. Yeah. And absolutely, there's a very, very lot of positive energy coming from this. So yes, and I feel really excited, so excited, that you made it, your conference. So, and I'm very proud of you. So hope to share with you more and hope to have you more often on my channel so we can do, together more stuff. And that's from my side. I think you shared it's like it's perfectly okay for today. So because everything is out there. So I just let myself, to feel this energy. Is very nice energy coming from you. And I just feel very grateful. So everyone who is watching, please save the date, mark it in your calendar. It's for March 14. I will put the details into the description of the video so you can find it easily, And there we go. It's a real deal, guys. And hopefully more of us will come through and will be sharing. Actually, I will be honored if you invite me to share as well. Because I'm also in that journey of the discovery as well. I'm still exploring as well and going deeper and deeper. And that is really important, so we share together and we come together, even this virtual way, because we are spread all over. So yeah, thank you very much for doing this. And I will happily support you.
Thank you so much for that, Bobka. I really appreciate it. And you know what? Like, it's not a matter of if, it's just a matter of when. But in a few months from now, I'd like to have like a guest come with me on Dreaming with Gemstone Gina and do exactly something like you did, like just a nice round out, or people can offer, like, if they want a gemstone reading from me or something from somebody else, that'd be a really great way to tag team as well. And I'd be thrilled if you were a speaker at the conference as well. Um, like I said, the dates are set in stone. It's just a matter of plugging in speakers, and tentatively, the one that's going to be in person. Well, I'm really hopeful for that, even if it's just a handful. And I feel like what I'm going to do too is, after I log off with you, is maybe I'll make a new promo video. Um, Now that I have the clarity in the slides, an updated version floating around. So I'll just make a note here. Send new one. So just wait for me to send that new one, and I'll send you the new one. And I like the ruins that you pulled too, because um, the point of this clarification today was to clarify and to have the slideshow, and it was a bit overwhelming to have two slideshows. So I'm going to make a video right now of just the one. So I'm really excited for that. Now I'm just chatting away because it's nice to chat with you, but thank you
Yeah,
so
but
much for having
anyway,
me on your show. And I
thank you
appreciate
too, Gina.
it. And thank you everybody out there for listening. And if anybody's interested in StreamYard, there's an opportunity to save a little bit of money. I find StreamYard to be user friendly, and it gets the job done to go live. And I really like how StreamYard, after I go live, it pretty much instantly generates little AI clips. So I'm curious which AI clips are going to be generated from this one, and I'll be sure to tag you in that, Slavka. So thank you again so
Okay.
much, everybody. And I guess I will see you next time.
Thank you very much. Thank you. See you next time. Bye.